welcome back to Dayana's talk show. This is your Dayana from Canada, and I am super excited to bring our Shirin Ariff back to another little talk show. For those of you who did not get to watch her interview that I did before, please feel free to check the description below. I have shared the link. You can go ahead, click that link to know more about Shirin Ariff. But today, there is a reason why I am bringing Shirin back again to this little talk show, a little chat that I'm going to have with her. It is because Shirin did an event here in Canada, Vaughan City. So before I go further, for those of you who don't know who Shirin is, a little intro about her. Shirin is a superstar. She's a powerhouse. Why? She is an award-winning author, international speaker, public speaker, and also a life transformation coach. Not only that, she's also a founder of Be Your Own North Star. Yes. Now, she did an amazing event not too long ago, last week, and I'm going to bring Shirin here to know a little bit about the event that she did, the reason why she did the event, and blah, 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 all that. Okay, I don't want to bore you guys, so let me bring Shirin to the screen. Ta-da! Hello, Shirin.
Hello, Dayana.
How
are
are
you? Can
you?
you hear me?
Of course. You good? I love the color pink, and thank you for coming. Wearing that pink jacket there. Lovely. You're looking bright and nice.
Thank you.
Shirin, could you please tell us a little bit? For those who didn't watch our interview, they can definitely go check on the description. I've shared the link of the interview that I've already done about you, about your works. But today we're going to talk about the interview, the
Event.
program, the event that you did. This is your first event, am I right?
Yes, on this scale, this is my first event on a scale where I just brought in a lot of people together. Usually, I've had smaller events before, but it's been very
Mm-hmm.
close and intimate, and there hasn't been any, like, not many sponsors or vendors at that event. But this was my first event after the pandemic.
Great. Now, Sherry, when you said you did do small events here and there before COVID, and then during the COVID, I know you did events virtually and everything. But I mean, for someone to come out after COVID and say, hey, listen, world, I'm going to do an event. And the event that you did is not just a simple event. You brought 14 amazing speakers. 14 speakers. How did you do that?
Well, thank you for asking that question, Diana. So, even though the event happened after the pandemic and it was a one day, one evening event, um, the 14 speakers came in, and what made the event a success was connecting with people and building relationships and nurturing relationships over a period of time. The success of the event speaks into the fact that I have very, very good relationships with everybody who came to contribute to that event. And it is effort, it is connecting, it is being authentic and loving and supporting them in their whatever they're doing in their lives, and being really curious and interested in people and nurturing relationships, so that when we bring people, we ask people, we make a request, hey, are you going to come to my event? Are you available to have to come and speak at my event? Are you available to be a vendor at my event? Are you available to support me? Everybody is a yes.
Yes, that is a beauty. You have that power because being a good friend of yours as well, Shireen, and knowing you for years now, I know you're very, very humble, and you're very authentic, and you do lift others high. And I will not be, there won't be any doubt that for someone to come and say, no, Shireen, I can't be part of your event. But human connection is very powerful. And when you connect with like minded individual, it does make a difference. And you have proved that. I have been to events, and I have helped other events to organize, and bringing speakers is a challenge for everyone who does events. But for you to bring 14 amazing, and they each one of them were so damn powerful. Their speech took everyone's attention. Not only that, you didn't just bring 14 speakers, you also brought full house. You made sure that the place was packed. So, Shireen, tell me, what are the challenges did you face while you were organizing this event?
Well, the challenges of a beginner's mind, because I've never done an event, as I said, with so many vendors, renting a banquet hall. So I partnered up with my co-host, Liliana, and she was actually a coach of mine in a personal development program. And based on how she showed up for me at that time, I reached out to her and said, hey, can we do something together? And the intention behind putting this event together was bringing people together in person after the pandemic. People were starved of in-person connection. I think that was also another reason I was bold and brave to be the first one to start all over again, because people were apprehensive and sitting on the fence, wondering if they have an in-person event, would people come, or would they be scared, would tickets be sold? And there were lots of concerns because of the pandemic that happened for 2.5 years, the lockdown and the restrictions. And what was interesting was, Liliana and I spoke about this. I told her, I mean, I'm a speaker, so most of these speakers are my friend, my community. And I was so moved by their response, because I always thought that, okay, I'm going to reach out to 14, 15 speakers. Half of them will say yes. The others may not be available. They might be scheduled for some other events or agenda. They might have something on their mind. And I thought that, all right, if I reach out to 14, 15 of them, I'll have 8 of them, and that's enough. I was surprised that all 14 of them said yes. And so I had to, I mean, how can I say no if they're saying yes? I'm a yes person. So I said, all right, let's play. And that's how the magic happened. I didn't know what I didn't know. And I was ready to throw my hat over the wall. I was ready to take the risk. And I was ready to jump in, put my heart in it, and, be sincere, play it full out with no attachment to results, and be willing to fail.
Wow, that is a big step. I mean, talking about taking risk and being willing to fail. Here is a super example what Shireen did. You took a risk, it was success, but you took a risk with the mindset of willing to fail. How many of us will do this? Kudos to you, Shireen, and thank you so much. And you really, thank you for inviting me. I was super happy to be part of that event. You are a powerhouse. You made me connect to 14 amazing individuals who are like, who stole they stole each and everyone's heart with each and everyone was so unique in their own way. And as you said, you are the founder of being your own North Star. Here you are, you created that, you're showing, you're proving, because everyone is, they shine in their own way, and everyone individually stole each one's heart, and they supported you in their own way to show that they love you back. And while talking, Shirin, you like I was able to capture one important caption there. One of your speakers who were so humble, and she's also such an inspiration here in Canada. She gave a lovely testimonial about you, why she was at the event. And I would love to share that little part of her sharing.
Okay.
So we both will take a look at that testimony right here.
Hello, I am Unstoppable Tracy. Many of you know me from Oprah Magazine, where I shared my story as Quest for the Gold. There were 27 able-bodied men and only 3 women, and I was one of those 30 sailors at an Olympic class qualifier. And today I am here with my fellow unstoppable soul, Shirin. Shirin, we all know and love as Be Your Own North Star. And Shirin is my North Star. Because of her influence as a woman, I am at today's event at Paradise Banquet Hall of influential men and women, thanks to the wonderful celebratory World Match.
So that was a little caption that I was able to do, and that feedback was amazing. Sharon, how do you feel to receive a feedback like this from a speaker that came to your event?
Well, I'm so humbled and still processing it. I mean, it is very moving to receive the love and acknowledgement that I had at the event. Sometimes we as human beings, no matter what we do, we underestimate our worthiness. Where we feel like, okay, I'm doing this, and coming from a place of humility, I've always been in service, and I've not had time to sit back and look at what I've created for myself and the community around me. And so this was quite a moment of, real feedback for me. And especially with Unstoppable Tracy, I mean, she's an international celebrity speaker who said yes to me, and she came to shine like a star at my event. And as you said, it's very true. Each one of those speakers are award winning. They have had millions and millions of views on social media for their speeches around the globe. They are all internationally acclaimed speakers. And it was very humbling that they came, they gave their time, and they stood up and spoke so wholeheartedly. They were generous, they were not holding back. That was very powerful. And I have to say this, that my intention was not, hey, I'm going to do an event, we'll sell tickets and make all the money I can and be successful. Yes, that would be a byproduct. But my main intention was, I was sick and tired of being alone and in lockdown and living on Zoom for everything. So the intention was love. The intention was connection. The intention was community. And I was very clear about that. The success is that I created all of that.
Amazing. Thank you so much
Or I
for
would say, sorry, I'll interrupt there. We
yeah.
created all of that. Because I
No,
couldn't have done it alone. Everybody who came there as a speaker, as you, as the social media expert, as the hostess, the co-hostess, Liliana, as the vendors, as the guests,
yes,
everyone had a role to play.
yes.
The
Thank
whole energy of the room, was just love and connection.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely. You're absolutely right. And thank you for mentioning that. Also, I just wanted to mention here, I mean, Shirin, you wanted to do an event, you started processing and you started preparing with the connections, but you did not bring just speakers. You brought internationally recognized speakers. Not everybody can do that. So this shows clearly how well you're connected with like-minded individuals, and your connections are you have powerful connections. Now, my next question to you is that the hall was filled with people. It was completely packed. How did you feel when you walked into the banquet hall? Like, I know you had no expectation. You were willing to fail. You weren't sure if everyone is going to show up because it was a weekday. It was a working day, and your event started at 4:30 p.m. Usually people finish work at 4:30, but your event started at 4:30. And when you walked in, when you saw the crowd, how did you feel?
All right. So this is how I feel for anything new that I do, whether it's writing a book or creating this event. It's like having a baby. And when you see your baby's face, what do you feel? Nothing but joy. And that's how I felt when I walked into the room. The event was my baby. And when I walked into the room, I got to see the face of that baby. And she looked beautiful, gorgeous. And so my heart was full. And I was filled with joy and gratitude when I saw that the house was full.
Nice, nice. The house was filled with joy, happiness, and also satisfaction, I would say. Everybody enjoyed the moment. I can show a little bit of the captions that I was able to capture while I was at the event. Like, people were smiling, happy. They were like all out there enjoying the moment. And after we showed that little bits of that captions, I'm going to get back to you, Shirin, to know there is also another reason why you did this event. And let's talk about that reason as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's bring that little captions of the events that I was able to capture. You see, look at those amazing speakers and their happiness and their joy and their energy. Just, you can just see that in the picture. Thank you, Ruben, for helping us bring those little videos onto screen. And for those of you who are following me and sharing on Facebook, Instagram, you can absolutely see all these videos that we have posted. Tons of videos have been posted on our social media pages, so please feel free to go take a look at it. And for those of you who are watching this for the first time of me speaking to Shirin, if you want to know more about Shirin, please feel free to click the description. There's a little link in the description where you can take a look at an interview that I've already done with Shirin to show the world who Shirin is and what Shirin does and what her story is. So I have already shared that in my previous talk show. So do not forget to click the link below to know more about Shirin and her powerful stories that she has and that she has shared with us. Okay, so here we are with Shirin Ariff, talking to her about her new event that she's done right after COVID and how that became so successful on the first event itself. So, Shirin, I would like to ask you, there is another purpose that you did this show, not just because you want to bring all these 14 amazing international speakers on one place and see the love and happiness and joy in person, but there is also another reason that you did. You wanted to help and support Ukraine people, feed them, right? So how did you come to do that? Like, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. So if you notice, the event was called Influential Women, with like a play with the word women, wo, men, that means women and men, entrepreneurs. So what was noticeable about the speakers, that these speakers, the powerful, internationally acclaimed speakers, are all entrepreneurs. and their business in the world is not selling a thing, but making a difference and doing good. So when Liliana and I we brought in all these speakers together, the intention was, okay, what else could we do? How can we magnify the impact of bringing people together, and not just like, okay, listen to each other speak, stand up and give a standing ovation, have our meals, and just go back home and make it not count. So everybody was coming together, everybody was giving their gifts of time and knowledge. And so, how do we make this gift count? And so, one of the keynote speakers at the event was Chef Jagger Gordon. And for those of you who don't know him, Chef Jagger is from Toronto, and his business, or his mission in life, is to make sure that people are fed and people eat food. Even if they don't have money, they get to eat food and they don't have to stay hungry. And he's so passionate about it. He's all about action. We call him Batman because of the Batmobile he drives around the city. He is so powerful. He's not just all talk, he walks the talk. And in a world where people are saying, buy what you can, come, buy what you can from our stores, he's opened a store in my neighborhood called Pay What You Can. And there is not a single person who enters his store and feels like they cannot afford to buy something that they really want to eat. Now, that is a powerful, world-changing action. And Jagger, like, he's done incredible things in his life. He's got a huge bio about him, and it's worthy of admiration. Jagger goes feeding international students or students from colleges by serving free soup to them. I don't even know so much of the things that he does. And what we were in the community, what we were really filled with admiration for was when the war started happening in Ukraine. Jagger was unstoppable. He just jumped right in. He flew to Ukraine. He and his team of volunteers are actually cooking meals and serving them for free to the common people of Ukraine. I mean, imagine this, when a country is at war, nobody is going to be in a state of mind to sit and make a delicious meal for the family. Everything is like thrown off gear, and people are scared for their lives. At that time, some of them have lost their homes. Forget about cooking in a kitchen. So he is cooking food, and there are people supporting him. And we came together to do this event. We sold tickets, and we also had fundraiser and lucky draw, and the online auction is still on till Tuesday, where the speakers have not only spoken on stage, but each one of them have donated gifts. For example, if someone has a podcast, they have donated the opportunity to speak at their podcast, and that's worth thousands of dollars of influence and publicity for you. There is Chef Jagger himself, who's donated a dinner for four that is worth $1,000. So there are tons of prizes there, and the benefits of the financial, monetary benefits from all this is going to go towards Chef Jagger's Feed It Forward in Ukraine initiative.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That was the intention of all of us coming together and doing good and making a difference for people in the world, people that will never know us, they will never see us, they will never know the good that we did. And that's not why we're doing it. We are not doing it so that they may feel grateful to us. We're doing it because we want to do it, because the people in this world matter.
Yes.
We are all one human race. There's not more than one human race. They're not different human races. No matter which corner of the planet you go into, we are just one mankind, one humankind.
Yes.
So if someone somewhere is not okay, none of us is okay.
Yes.
That's where I came from.
Nice, nice, nice. Thank you so much, Shireen. It was wonderfully said about your next initiative of the event. There is, where am I? Okay. Okay, so yes, I think I wanted to share that little video of Chef Jagger
Jagger.
where he is actually who came to give his send his message towards the event that you did and what he's doing in Ukraine. So there's this little video that we're going to show now where Chef Jagger is speaking in
From
regards
Ukraine. And
from
it's 2
Ukraine.
a.m. It's 2 a.m. in the morning, Ukraine time.
Yes, that's when he joined us. Am I right?
Yes.
At the event.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a powerful night when like-minded people such as ourselves are gathered here to make a difference. I invite you to understand the passion that lays behind me as a philanthropist chef that's making a difference around the world. I apologize for that I'm not able to attend this evening's event, but I'm reaching out to you with this pre-recording message to say thank you. On behalf of Feed It Forward, I just wanted to give my gratitude and from the rest of the world that we've been assisting with. Feed It Forward is a federal non-for-profit in Canada that's been eliminating food waste and feeding millions of people with it. Through this empowerment, I've educated so many people on new ways how to deliver food instead of putting it into the landfills, but putting it back onto the tables of yourselves and for many others. Through my mission, I've been working presently in the Ukraine and throughout the world to make that difference by saying it's time to be socially responsible.
Amazing. Thank you. That was a 20-minute video, but we couldn't play the whole video. But if those of you are watching this who are following myself and Shireen on social media, we have posted it on our page. So please go take a look at it. He has sent a beautiful message to all of us what he's doing and what he's doing and for being part of Shireen's event. And we were all so grateful that we were able to be part of his amazing journey of supporting others, feeding people that are in need, especially at wartime. So thank you, Shireen. And Shireen, I wanted to ask one final question from you. Could you please share a little bit about habits of a success entrepreneur? I would like to know a little bit about that. You're an entrepreneur and you're a powerhouse of people connected with like-minded individuals. So
Thank you for acknowledging me so lovingly, Dayana. So the first thing that I have on my mind as a habit of a successful entrepreneur is that they always have the mindset of I'm work in progress. So no matter where they are at, they're always learning, they're always willing to learn, they're always willing to take the risk. They are tenacious and unstoppable. So one of the habits of success for me has been not stopping when there's a breakdown. Like I've done many personal development courses, and one of my gurus was Chris Lee, who really left an impact. I mean, whenever there's a breakdown, I visualize his picture in my head, and you've learned from him too. And he'll be like, breakdown, yes.
yes, I know.
Why it's yes? Because the breakdown is a sign that there is going to be a huge breakthrough. That's something that I have not looked into. When I look into that, I'm going to shift something in there, and there's going to be a powerful breakthrough. So it's like a rainbow, it's that there's after the rain, has to be sunshine for a rainbow to happen. So a breakdown is like a rainbow in the sky. There is going to be sunshine. And then talking about integrity, even though like people will say, okay, I don't like working anywhere. I don't like working with someone because I don't like someone telling me what to do. All that is very good. Even I don't like someone telling me what to do. But then when we are entrepreneurs, we have to come from a place of being responsible. And so, especially when there is no one telling us what to do and we feel like we're not accountable to anyone, it is important to create a structure of accountability with self. And that pillar of success is called integrity. Being your word and doing what you say when you say you will do it. So timing, keeping the time, like if you've committed to doing something, if I've committed to doing something in a given period of time, I said I will do it, I will make it happen. So, and if something is in the way, being in communication so that people can trust me,
Right.
that that if they collaborate with me and if they work with me, they will have the results that I promised to deliver. And then so that's that. And then stepping into urgency and doing the things that we're supposed to do in a timely manner. I mean, I can say, oh, I'm going to write a book and keep writing and stop and write for the rest of my life. But giving it a timeline makes a lot of difference. So I set a goal that I'm going to have this event by this date and work backwards towards it. Yeah,
Yes.
Feedback, being open to feedback. For example, after the end of the event or during the event, being ready to listen and take feedback um, in a very powerful way. That feedback does not necessarily mean somebody's criticizing you. It means they care about you and they are standing for your success.
Yes.
So if someone is saying, hey, this doesn't look very good, maybe you could tweak it this way, not feel offended by it.
Yes.
So bringing in humility and receiving feedback in a way that, and using that feedback to build myself up powerfully.
Mhm.
So these are certain habits of success. And then having no attachment to results. So okay, even though people will say I found success, but there's a lot of things that worked and didn't work. Paying attention to those so that event is even better. Those are certain habits of
Yeah.
success.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much for those great tips that you have provided, Shireen. And for those of you who are watching this little chat that I'm having, this talk show, I have been saying that Shireen lift others up. And when I say she lift others up, I don't know if you noticed when she said that her guru was Chris Lee and she got trained by Chris Lee how to say yes at a certain time
During a
when we're
breakdown.
down. And she also mentioned, yes, you also took the same training, Dayana, because Shireen is someone, she goes and takes up training. So she goes and connects with certain individuals. And when she comes to know that the things that she's doing are powerful, she makes sure to share that with the people that she cares. And I am one of them. And she has lifted me up with her as well. So she is a woman who lift others with her. She takes them with her when she's shining. And even though she says, shine like your own North Star, she helps you to shine like that North Star. So that is Shirin Ariff, and I am so grateful that I know you, Shirin, and I'm so grateful to be part of the event that you hosted, and also for being able to help you bring you through my shows and give you that recognition as well through from whatever possible way that I could, because this is my way of saying thank you for the things that you have done to me. So thank you so much, Shireen, and wishing you all the very best. I am looking forward to see more and more events because I know you have many connections internationally. So I want to meet all those people that you know that you have met in your life. So thank you so much and looking forward to it. And what would you like to tell the viewers?
Okay, I'd like to tell the viewers that my beautiful Dayana, my dear friend, is powerful. She's a powerhouse. All the things that she is saying about me is true for her as a person. She's a leader of leaders. She is a seagull that flies, and she won't fly alone. She will fly and take on a new height, and then she will go and say, hey, seagulls, hey, other seagulls, come with me. I got to show you how to fly to a new place and take new heights. So that is who Dayana is. And I am so grateful. I mean, for those of you who know and love Dayana, you can tell this is the type of people that are around me. Another habit of success is to surround yourself with people that are up to great things in their lives. Things that are intimidating and so much bigger than who they are. And yet they are willing to take that challenge and do that stretch. So Dayana is one of them. That's why she is my tribe. That's why we are friends. We play big games. We play win-win.
Yes.
In our community, everybody wins because we have an abundance mindset. We don't win at the cost of someone else losing, or we don't have to lose to let someone else win. Everybody gets to win. If we start playing this game around us,
Yes.
the world there'll be no wars on this planet.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
And
Yeah. Thank you so much, Shirin. And for those of you watching this show right now, please make sure to watch myself and Shirin on the Canadian National Television, which is Omni 2. And we would like to take this opportunity to thank you for giving us that opportunity to be on the national television here in Canada. So we have been talking about this event in there as well. So take a look at 1 p.m. today, Omni 2 Persian Television. Check us out. And also for those of you watching, thank you so much for your time, for allocating your time and watching and knowing and listening to our conversation today. Thank you, Shirin, for being with us, sharing your knowledge, sharing the event information, and also wishing everyone have a wonderful Sunday. And I also want to take this opportunity to thank Ruben, who is our technology guru behind the scenes, for helping us with all the videos, transitions, and everything. I want to wish everyone a happy Sunday. Dream big, achieve big. Until I see you guys on my next show. Ciao from Dayana.
உலகில் நீங்கள் எங்கிருந்தாலும் விஜய் டிவியின் யூடியூப் தளத்தை உடன் சப்ஸ்கிரைப் செய்து அதன் நிகழ்ச்சிகளை கண்டுகளிக்கும் அதேவேளை மிக பிரம்மாண்டமான பரிசுகளை அள்ளுங்கள். சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பட்டனை தட்டுங்க, பரிசுகளை அள்ளுங்க.